Off to, is it Espresso Brano or Espresso Bueno?
Not really sure, no?
Guess we'll have to ask.
What's that?
Caffeine and calories. That's what I need. I'm gonna start a YouTube channel called Caffeine and Calories.
Yep, I like it.
It's all just about getting caffeine in my system and calories in my system.
I think we should take you over to the Morris Block Deli there and get you one of those Italian sandwiches that are like bigger than your arm.
Yeah, that sounds good. I don't know if I want Italian though, it's kind of oily.
Yeah, a lot of grease in there.
They're delicious. I just don't eat a lot of oily things.
No, it's not good for you. Greasy. I like the stitching on this thing here. This is pretty fancy.
It's a rental.
It's a rental?
Yep.
I don't think it's a rental. This thing got nitrous?
Always. Yeah, I don't hit it often, but when I do.
I think you need a new muffler. It's a little loud.
It's broken.
Something's wrong.
It's the truck in front of us.
No.
Okay, quick poll. Hannaford's, Price Chopper, or Shaw's? Where do you shop?
Hunger Mountain Co-op.
Wasn't an option.
Didn't know that was an option, but obviously. So you don't shop at any of those grocery stores, really, like ever?
Hannaford's would be my second choice.
It would be.
I go with Shaw's just because it's like 2 minutes from my house, but their produce is always moldy. So, not
Yeah, but that's on sale.
Yeah, it is very cheap.
Yep.
It's cheap.
That's what's wrong with you guys. You buy produce. You cut veggies out of your diet, and you'll find the threshold for like how long that food is good for is significantly larger. Buy chicken, sometimes steak, sometimes pork. You can freeze it and it's good forever. Veggies, no thanks. I put it in the fridge. I don't want to eat it anyway, but now I have to eat it because I'm under a time constraint. No, it's not fair. Rice, good forever.
No, not forever.
Really? You ever had outdated rice?
Yep.
It tastes like rice.
It gets rancid.
I don't know what that word means.
The oils go foul and it has a
It tastes like a 90s rock band.
funky taste. Yeah, it tastes like the Scorpions. Were you born in the 90s?
Nope. Was I born in the 90s?
I don't even know if you were alive in the 90s.
I was. The 90s for me were like the 50s for you, man. It was just like a wild time.
Don't
A wild
compare.
time.
Do not compare the 50s with the 90s.
It's a wild time for me, Mark.
What, like you had a skateboard or something, that kind of thing?
I never had a skateboard.
You never had a skateboard?
No, I didn't live on a road that was skateboard accommodating.
You hung out and played hacky sack with your hippie friends all day long?
I didn't hack a lot. You know, I wasn't a super hacker, like a amateur hacker. They call us amahacks.
Amahacks?
Amahacks, yeah. I did have those, remember the sticks? And then you had the longer baton thing and you had to...
Oh yeah, that's you.
What are those?
That's you.
I had those once and then I broke them, so that didn't last too long. Pretty much things with motors, Mark. That's more of my style.
Things with motors?
Yeah, I had a motor. That was more like, oh, that sounds like a toy I want to play with.
You weren't like a Lincoln Log guy? Like Lincoln Logs and erector sets and things like that?
If I could use something with a motor to put the Lincoln Logs together, you know?
I was way into Etch-a-Sketch when I was a kid. I could Etch-a-Sketch like all day long. If I had saved some of those creations, I'd be like in the Smithsonian or like some great
That
art
stuff's
museum.
coming back. Retro is in. People will like pay more money now for old, outdated things. Like then they even thought about selling them for when they were new.
I think the Etch-a-Sketch is outdated. It's
Well, it's like vintage at this point though. It's not new and cool anymore. It's old and kind of cool, which now makes it new and cool.
It's timeless. It's a timeless toy.
I just got mad because when you wanted to erase just a little bit, you weren't able to. It's like all or nothing when you erase. And I just wanted to erase a little bit. I'd even try and hold the screen in certain spots and then shake it so it'd act like just like an eraser. No bones.
Can I bare my soul to you and tell you a secret?
Yeah.
You know, one of my favorite toys when I was growing up?
Why don't you tell us one of your second favorite toys?
Well,
this is a children's channel.
Well, there was a girl who lived next door to us, and she had an easy bake oven, and I was fascinated with that thing. My interest in cooking came on really, really young, and she had an easy bake oven. Of course, it wasn't fashionable for
Where am I going? Where's espresso?
Oh, it's up here.
Oh.
For a guy to like an easy bake oven, but I really thought it was cool.
It's a little more unorthodox. We didn't have enough electricity at the house to run an easy bake oven, so it made it kind of easy.
Well,
I like that.
You know how it generated heat? It was just a light bulb.
Really?
Yep. So it was like a 100-watt light bulb, and that created the oven.
Is this a parking spot?
That's a parking spot.
This one right here?
I think it.
Right by the...
Right here.
Anyway. My spot. Don't smoke your door on that tree.
Well, you're right next to a fire hydrant. You gotta back up some. You can't park next to a fire hydrant, John. Thank you.
What about now? It's okay! I'm a limo driver! What movie?
Dumb and Dumber.
Nailed it!
What happened to the Dunkin' Donuts?
Saw it down the road more.
Let's put some change in here.
I'm having vision issues. It's not there.
Was there another one?
There was one there, yeah.
Really?
They must have
Where
moved
was?
it. Must have moved it. Keys, check. Phone, check. What's that? No X in it, so it is espresso.
Espresso bueno.
Apparently someone didn't have their spell check on that day.
Did not. Now they have a gin and tonic. We're with 60 Minutes, and we're doing a story on small town coffee shops.
Really?
What? Just because it's not morally safer? We're just as good.
But that's our mess. Don't do our mess.
Oh, we're gonna
Getting the light show
edit
here.
it all.
We do have a quick question though.
Yeah, I have a million of them.
Good. So we will swap back and forth questions. Question one for me would be when people walk in, and it's okay to answer this honestly, but like, do you ever look at them and try and guess in your mind what they're gonna order for a drink, for like a coffee?
Sure. First thing I saw when I saw you guys was that you're not from around here.
We're not from around
Wow.
here.
It's pretty easy to name.
She's good.
She is good.
She's good. I told
So
you, we're
what
from
do you
60
think-
Minutes. We produce out in California.
So what do you think we would drink? What would you think we would order?
Yeah.
Him first, and then I'll go second.
Coffee or Americano? Maple latte. Definitely maple latte.
Maple
I
latte.
like that you're definitely a maple latte.
So
Because you're right.
I'm like a basic American coffee guy, and he's like a frilly coffee guy, right? That's right.
That's weird.
See that? Yeah,
Well, now I'm going to order it to see if it's good, to see if I like who people perceive me as being.
Right?
Is she already making that, or do you want to? But you're not from around
I'm
here.
from America.
America.
But I'm not from around here.
I think yes. Well, she said I am a maple latte guy. Is that what she said?
She said you were a maple latte guy.
So I will do an iced maple latte because it's warm outside. With cream and no extra sugar, if that's a thing.
Iced maple latte.
Yes.
Anything else?
What do you want, Mark?
Cam, what are you getting?
Yeah, Cam, what are you getting?
I'll get a what John got.
Nice.
Double on that one.
Same.
Don't know what he got.
So, do you guys have a card or something? Or like, how do I know it's for realsies?
Well, just tune on Sunday night. 60 Minutes on Sunday night this week.
Alright, yeah.
I'm just going to have a small regular coffee.
Room for cream?
A little bit. Thank you.
So, what were you going to Vermont from California?
Well, I'm excited enough, you know. It's sort of one of those things. You can only add so much excitement to something like me already, otherwise it's over the top.
Alright.
I'm okay.
Besides, you're exciting enough for the both of us.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well,
I have a couple questions. Now that she views me as being a latte guy, which I've never had.
You've never had
What is the difference between like a latte and a not latte, a not so latte?
So, well, they're all based on espresso, which is usually this machine brings out this teeny tiny concentrated bit of coffee. It's actually that big. And then a latte just means it's usually with steamed milk as well.
Okay.
And then because you're in Vermont, maple, right? Maple syrup. So we put some maple syrup in there. But you're getting an iced. If you're getting a hot one, it can be all fancy with like a latte art on it or whatever. But
Is that where they do like the thing in the top where they like make leaves?
yeah.
I've seen that.
Are you good at those? Making the art? Can you make like different ones or just the leaves thing?
I'm more of a classic variation on the leaves kind of girl.
Could you try to make one with a motorcycle on it?
No, it's not that specific.
You can't make it with a motorcycle?
Being difficult, Mark.
You know, I'm a failure.
Well, I just know that 60-minute viewers really are into Harley-Davidson motorcycles, and I thought that if you could make one, it would be something really exceptional.
That seems a little weird.
All right.
This is kind of cool. I've never seen.
You never seen how this all works? You see, they grind each bean one at a time. for your
Right,
coffee.
that's how it works.
No, because usually when I order a coffee, it's like, hi, can I get a like caramel swirl iced coffee? Absolutely, that'll be like $15. Okay, thank you.
You're breaking her heart because she knows what you're talking about. You go to Dunkin' Donuts.
Not today, I'm not.
One.
Today I'm trying to class it up. This is a better quality.
Is this classier than Dunkin' Donuts?
They're not even in the same realm. That's like different schools.
That's like saying a fancy, nice local steakhouse and McDonald's.
Exactly.
Oh.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
Come on, Mark.
they got donuts with those little. No,
No, they're not that cool either.
But they got donuts with sprinkles on it.
That's true.
You got donuts with sprinkles on
I
them?
don't have donuts with sprinkles. Maybe I'll be there.
And you guys
you
call
first.
yourselves a fancy coffee shop
Without donuts.
without donuts and
You
sprinkles?
guys-
Yeah, but they probably like
Failures.
they actually probably make their treats versus
Oh, they probably
That's true.
versus microwaving frozen ones.
do. Yeah, because Dunkin'
That
Donuts.
is true, and they are actually not made on site anymore. They're shipped in.
Come on, Mark. You need to get a little bit more culture.
Well,
I am so cultured.
I'll tell you, sipping this coffee, we're not in Dunkin' Donuts no more. This is fantastic.
God, really? Thank you very much.
This is like,
Mm,
right?
that is yummy.
I mean,
It is just a giant milk
I think she called me out really well.
did you
She
guys
did.
ever hear of the coffee beans that are eaten by bats, and then they brew coffee from the bat.
Droppings. It's
Droppings?
called guano. It's called guano.
So the bats eat the beans and then eliminate them,
Yep.
and then that coffee is really prized because it's got this guano thing going on. Have you ever tried that?
They pick the best ones. They're only the best ones. That's the idea.
Do you have
And
the
then the
guano?
whole urinary tract stuff, it's not urinary.
Do you guys ever get the guano?
No, I have tried it.
You have tried it?
That's where. Like, where can you even go to try something?
I don't know. You'd have to find somewhere that, I because it's really expensive.
Yeah.
And then it's really expensive and everybody thinks it's a cool idea, but nobody actually wants to.
Yeah. It reminds me of Jim Carrey when he's like, oh,
Yeah.
this is tasty. They're like, it's guano. He's like, yummy guano. And they're like, bat droppings. And then
Well, I would think like a latte made with the bat poop coffee and a bat, and you know, thing on the top with the cream. That would be like a hit.
Yeah, that'd be something.
well, I appreciate this. You nailed.
Thank
This
you
is
very
a
much.
very
Thank
best
you.
coffee I've ever had. Honestly,
This is a beautiful cup of coffee.
Oh, thank you very much.
arguably the best I've ever had.
Put that in the
It'll be in my review. Best ever. Fun for us, but we're like, what struck us was we were out the other day and like chatting with someone that at a coffee place, and we're like, would you take? I had a friend with me. I was like, do you think that guy is like a latte guy? And they're like, definitely not a latte. And so I was curious, like, honest knowledge of people, what I would be, and apparently I am a latte.
You're a latte guy? All right, let's go next door to the delicatessen. So John can get some lunch.
Right here.
Deli.
This is a really good moment for that meme we posted the other day about like how it was a picture of the Titanic, but then it was like how your hand feels when it's really cold outside and you're carrying an iced coffee.
Yeah, that was a good
Kind
one.
of reminds me how my hand feels.
Did you make that?
Here you.
Yeah,
That was really good. I like that.
thank you.
My girlfriend's like, oh, did you make that? That's really funny. I'm like, no, I didn't make that one, unfortunately.
She's like, this is so good. It's what's some of your best work, and you're like, it's not my work.
Oh, I could kiss you right now. Can't take credit for it.
Best beer ever, right there. I don't drink beer, but that one looks really good. No, the 4 Quarter Red. And I don't even drink beer. I don't really drink at all, but that's a really good one. Guys, how are you?
Good, you?
Good. We're recording our lunch date today. We're from Wilkins Harley-Davidson.
Go ahead and do that.
But I am curious, so we're on like a little bit of a quest. So we're running around, we're like getting food. And I'm curious, like we're relying on experts to get us not only our coffee, but like our food today. If I told you that I like chicken traditionally, and I'm really hungry, what would you make me for a sandwich?
For chicken. I would go with the chicken sandwich. Like what? What's on the chicken sandwich? I would go with yeah, something like that.
I think whatever you would go with, you make that and I'll take it.
What kind of wrap do you like? Spinach, whole grain, wheat?
What kind of wrap would you assume I would like?
Oh, okay, I got you. Spinach.
This is fun.
Oh, yeah.
I do actually really like it. Get close to the veggies, I get to eat it. Spinach wraps are good. They're making a sandwich based on me.
Based on you.
I'll have a bologna and American on white.
Unfortunately, no bologna.
What?
Yeah.
That's the most boring sandwich I've ever heard of.
No bologna. This is a delicatessen.
No bologna. Bologna is bologna around here.
No bologna.
I love these guys. You know what my second favorite thing about Morse Block is?
What's that?
One is their sandwiches are rated among the best in the world, unofficially. They're actually ranked in a food competition as one of the best in the world.
I believe it.
And they have a punch card.
And
I am almost full.
card, and you're almost full.
Are you guys making your sandwiches too?
Yes.
Delicious.
What are these? What's the difference here?
Okay, so this guy's just a regular chocolate chip.
Yep.
This, I have to get a quick answer from. These are beast modes. I think these just might be beast modes that have been done a little bit more.
What is a beast mode?
It's a Sarah specialty. It's like a, has coconut in it, chocolate chips, and walnuts.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And what is this one?
This one, I think we're going with s'mores. That's the name we're picking.
Oh, really?
It doesn't have graham cracker in it, but that's the closest thing we could come up with it.
I'm going to take
One of those?
a s'mores. Mark, you want anything?
No, I'm good, buddy. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Almost full. Then I get a free sandy. I got a punch card.
Oh yeah, don't forget that.
Almost there.
Yeah,
Thanks.
Yeah, especially for this time of year, it's kind of like the slow season.
Gotcha.
We're banging away.
I like it. I like it. How are the Thursday and Friday night dinner options going?
Going really well.
Good.
Going really well. We're gonna have beef stroganoff tonight.
Nice.
So that'll be super tasty.
Nice.
And we're at Barre on Sundays and Mondays. This week we're starting brunch on Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 2.
Oh, both days, Saturday
Both
and
days,
Sunday.
yep.
I know you've been doing Sundays, right?
We've been doing Sundays, but not brunch. We've been doing the sandwiches.
Yeah.
No sandwiches Saturday, Sunday, just brunch.
Oh, I see. So you're gonna do like traditional brunch
menu.
stuff.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, totally.
Nice. I like it. Awesome. What are the chilies or the peppers that you've got in here?
So right now we have so these ones right here are my favorite. These are salt cured Calabrian chilies from Italy, and they're packed in olive oil. Very, very tasty. And then we have some pickled jalapenos here, some pickled goat horn chilies right here. They kind of taste like a pepperoni almost.
So you're doing the pickling on them?
Oh yeah.
But not the Calabrian ones.
Not the Calabrian ones. No, we get those floated from Italy.
And what's the charcuterie here? Is this local?
This right here, it's from Maine. It's from a place called A Small Good. They make amazing products. This is their ramp salami. So ramps are a wild meat that grows around this area.
Yeah, I know it. I picked them.
Very, very tasty. This stuff is awesome. And then this right here is copa. So it's kind of like capicola, except it's a single group of muscles from right back of the pig right there.
Nice.
And Pete over at Vermont Salumi makes that for us.
Awesome.
Yeah, that goes on our Italian sandwich.
They have Scrabble and checkers.
So would you have a bag at all?
Oh no, I'll be good. Thank you very much, dude. I really appreciate it.
What are you filming for? Just curious.
Well, we do. So we're with Wilkins Harley, so it's for our social media today. We're filming. We're going around to like our favorite local spots, and we're basically like going in there, and then they have to, because our favorite local spots are like Morse Block, we like Espresso Brano, and so basically what they're doing is we're going in, and then we have them like judge us and make us what they think we would have, and we drink that. So that's what we have, and then that's what we have. And so far, they're like nailing it. It's actually kind of funny.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So they made Cam a coffee holding the camera, and it's like best coffee ever.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Lucky you.
Well, you guys have an awesome day.
Thank you. You too.
Absolutely. I'll get to go with you. Stay warm. Thank you guys very much.
Thank you.
Really appreciate you.
All right. We came, we conquered.
We came, we saw, we conquered. Let me just get a photo of all three of us, and then I'm gonna put that online as well. Like in front. Oh yeah, that's perfect. 'Cause I want to get. Thank you. Nice guy. Nice. Should we go to the crosswalk or jaywalk?
We should go to the jaywalk.
Go to the jaywalk?
Yeah. We're important. I got a fancy sausage from Maine that's got wild leeks in it. And I got some crazy hot chilies in oil over here. I'll give you $1 if you can eat all of these.
They're what?
Crazy hot chilies.
Oh, F that. No thank you. No hot stuff for this guy.
You are such a candy ass.
You were a candy ass. Watch this. This rental is pretty smart. Watch. Look at your mirror. Mirrors! Out!
Hey, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Isn't that wild?
That's pretty fancy.
Kind of cool, isn't it? The door works.
You know how I do it in my car?
How? That's funny. Are you a classy fella?
No, I'm just old school.
I can't wait to get back and eat.
This coffee is so strong, it's growing hair on my chest.
That's awesome.
What was the sandwich they made for you?
Peanut butter and jelly.
I've eaten a lot of peanut butter and jelly in my life, actually.
I like peanut butter and jelly.
It's like a classic.
I used to make peanut butter and apple butter. That was my favorite.
Well, that's because you're a classy fellow.
No.
Apparently, we're not from... So here's the thing. I like lattes. We're not from around here. She kind of thought we were out of California.
Yes.
Maybe it's the beanies, but the nicest people ever.
Yeah, that's gonna make for some interesting footage right there. You're not from around here.
But the coffee's freaking delicious. So while I'm not from around here, but
They got no donuts with sprinkles.
yeah. Yep, that's tasty.
Like that, I got the definitely maple cream latte.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, and we got, you know, what would be kind of neat though is to go back there and see if we could set up a camera and actually have them like make one of her fancy espressos just to like showcase. I think that would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
It would make for a nice video. I think people would watch that.
Totally.
That's the first time I really like seen one of those machines in person. So, because I'm not from around here.
Definitely not from around here. I'm not even sure you're from this galaxy. Will you behave yourself?
You guys need anything while we're out in a boot?
I'm good, buddy.
Yeah, I'm all set.
It'd be kind of fun if there's some snow on the road, so we could.
That's now been prohibited at Wilkins Harley-Davidson now since there was an accident in our parking lot last weekend.
That's why the cops are
On
here.
account of that sort of behavior.
No, that was no, it wasn't on that behavior. That was stupidity. Like
Well,
that, like right there, being in a turn-only lane and then going straight.
You've never slightly gotten out of control doing donuts in the parking lot and had a close call? Come on.
Mark, don't make this about me.
I know. I've seen you out there. You're barely in control of the thing.
I have so many hours of high-performance driving YouTube time that really, I'm right up there, like Lewis Hamilton, like F1 professional driver. That's where I'm at. But, like you said, people have to learn to drive responsibly.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it just makes a mess of everything. You know, like someone just pull in here.
John!
You know, it's all about just driving responsibly, Mark. Because you never know who's going to be out there.
You are just incorrigible.
Now, if I could just find a parking spot.
Aw, look, somebody took your parking space.
I have one right here.
This is Jenna's.
This was Jenna's.
You're in Jenna's parking spot.
No, I'm not that dumb. I'm gonna move.
She'll kick your ass.
Moss that.
You'll put this over on the other side of the building because you like to have that kind of rock star parking too, don't you?
Yeah. There we go.
John, I can't get out. You want me to help?
I'm just kidding. We'll park around.
Hey, we're VIPs. Let's park right over in front of the service door.
Well, we do have Cam,
Yeah.
who's our heckin' videographer.
Heckin'.
Heckin' videographer. So
This is a good spot right here.
this one right here.
That's
Motorcycle parking only.
Close enough.
obviously we're gonna move because we don't believe in breaking rules.
John, thank you for the thrilling drive.
You're welcome. Thank you for joining.
Barre.
Whoa! Carry my coffee with one finger.
It was fun.